Hi, I've come on today to share my story about Reiki and how it healed me in the hope that it might help others and heal others. So what is Reiki? Reiki is an energy. Reiki is a healing energy that restores balance in your life. It works on the mental, the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual aspects of us. And we all have these energy centers within our body called chakras. We have meridians, we have our aura, and these become out of balance with everyday events and life events, be it illness, be it trauma, lots of different things. And our energy centers, they store on these things that have happened to us. And what Reiki does is it clears these energy centers, brings them back into balance, because all these different things that happen, it becomes out of balance. Our body becomes out of balance, and to feel good and to be healed, we have to be in total balance. So a Reiki treatment is a non-invasive treatment, and if you were to get a Reiki treatment, how it would work would be you would either be lying on a bed or sitting on a chair, and the practitioner would then place their hands either gently upon you or above you, and they are an energy channel. They have no control over what's happening. They don't manipulate the energy or anything like that. They are just a channel for that pure Reiki energy, and it works through your body, and it allows then to start clearing the energy and helping it to be better. And the way that I can describe this is just like an onion. Right, you've got this onion, and each time you get that wee bit of healing, another layer comes off, another layer comes off. So it's not an instant process, although you will feel instant differences, but it is about restoring that health and vitality into your body. And if you are attuned to the Reiki energy, that then allows to work within your body, that energy. You can do self-healing, and therefore restoring that balance in your body. So that's just a little insight to what Reiki is for anybody that wants to know or have an understanding about it. I mean, there's obviously so much more that I can say, but I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible, because I would just end up talking about it all day, because I absolutely love it. So my Reiki journey began through illness. And in 1998, I became very unwell, not knowing what was wrong with me. I had been living a full normal life. I had a young family. I worked full time. I kept a house, everything that goes on with everyday life. And I started to feel this tiredness, but not a normal tiredness. It was extreme. It was fatigue that I can't even explain. Every part of me was exhausted, and instead of getting better through time, it got worse and worse and worse. And the more I kept trying to go, the worse it got. And looking back, I should have rested to that then, but I never. I was trying to push through it. And it ended up, every part of me ached, and I struggled to get through the day. I would wake up and I would feel sick, and I would feel dizzy, and I would sore, and I was tired, and nothing gave me any more energy. And with the progression of this, I went from working full time to part time to not being able to work at all, and some days actually not even being able to get out of bed. and everything became so difficult, you know, even noise. I couldn't take noise, you know, I couldn't listen to the television or the radio or lots of noise. I couldn't be in busy places. I couldn't be in company. You know, at that point, I lost a lot of friends that didn't understand what was going on. But to be honest, I didn't understand what was going on, so how was anybody else supposed to understand? And I spent a lot of time going back and forth to the doctors, and eventually I got diagnosed with ME. Back in the 80s, that was called the yuppie flu, and then is now known as chronic fatigue syndrome. And it's something that a lot of people suffer from, and I have met so many people over the years that suffer from that. And although now I am better from it, it never goes away. It's always there. I have to be very, very careful with my lifestyle and my life. Otherwise, it all comes back. But I'm happy to say that, yeah, I do live a full life. And it's down to discovering Reiki in 2003. I mean, for the 5 years previous to that, I had tried everything and nothing worked. And there were days that I felt better. I would always describe it as my good days. And on those days, I was like so excited that I would be rushing about trying to do everything that I couldn't do on the days that I was unwell. And inevitably, it just led me back to my bed. So in 2003, I went for a Reiki treatment, and I loved it, and ended up going to learn Reiki a few weeks later. And this was an absolute turning point for me. I was attuned to Reiki 1, which then led me onto 21 days of self-healing. And I did feel better. I didn't feel back to normal, but not that I'm normal anyway, but I did feel back more normal than I had been. And I went on to learn Reiki 2, which is then allows you to be a practitioner. And again, I done my self-healing. And over time, I got better and better, continuing to work with Reiki. And I loved it with a passion. And right from then, I thought, I want to do that for other people. But looking back, that wasn't the right time for me to do that, because I wasn't healed enough. But with the whole aspect, because it's working on the emotional side, the physical side, the spiritual side, the mental side, all at once, I think for the kind of spiritual side, it was bringing in a lot of synchronicities for me, and I was learning more and more and more about spiritual things, about balance, about how to treat my body, you know. And over the years, and it's been a long process, but over the years, I have learned how to look after my body, and that is so important. That balance is so important. And if I allow my body to get stressed in any way at all, you know, the symptoms, they all come back. You know, it's managed. The ME is now managed, but it is managed in a way that has led me to live a full life. You know, I have went from being unable to get out of bed some days, crawling to actually go to the bathroom, to now living a full life again. And I've even ran 10Ks, I go to the gym, I eat really healthy, and I do live a full life. I work full time and I love it, and I work with Reiki all the time, and it's my passion. And these changes did come about with learning Reiki, with doing the self-healing, and it all began with getting a Reiki treatment. And having worked with it over the years, I have noticed the difference that it has made in so many people's lives as well. And it's unbelievable, you know, the amount of people that do have autoimmune diseases, that don't know what's going on, that don't know how to make differences and make changes. And for me, yeah, there is lots of different things, and there is other things that work for people, but for me it's definitely the Reiki. and I would recommend it to anybody. In 2014, having then worked with it for years, I decided to do the teacher training in it, and yeah, that's just amazing. I get to attune others to this wonderful energy and watch the difference that it makes to their life. So the reason I have come on to share this is that, you know, for anyone that is looking for that healing, for anyone that's looking for knowing where to start, even for balance in their life, I would recommend Reiki. And I don't want to have this video too long and keep talking and talking and talking, so I'm going to keep it short. So if there is any questions that anybody would like me to answer, or if you're wanting to find out more about Reiki, please feel free to message me, and I'm more than happy to share. I'm more than happy to help. And yeah, it's definitely worth having a look at. It has changed my life, and as I say, with ME, you never fully recover, but you can live a full life again. I went from that in 1998 thinking, is this it? Is this my life over? You know, having no energy to do anything, and I can't describe how that feels when that is actually taken away from you. But when you regain that energy, when you regain that strength and that balance within your body, then you just want to live every moment. You just want to enjoy every moment and grasp every opportunity. And it is all about being in balance. It's all about knowing how to look after your body, knowing how to look after it mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, knowing how to give yourself that self-care, living a life through mind, body and spirit, definitely. It just changes you. So I would like to say, I'll go off now, and if anybody does have any questions, please message. The more the people that this can help, the more I'll feel better, and I just love it. And I would like to say thank you so much for listening, and I send love and healing. Take care. Bye.